Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification run with the United States of America. This is how it looks like in the group: El Salvador, Costa Rica, Mexico, Jamaica and Panama. It should be routine for the United States. The only team I think that could give us trouble, I think, are either Costa Rica or Mexico. The others shouldn't be that bad. Maybe Jamaica as well, actually. Maybe. So our first match is going to be against Panama. And before we start, it's on legendary difficulty. You guys already know that because it is the best way to play these qualifying runs. Here we go then, in a very snowy afternoon here in the United States. It is time for our first match against Panama. Hopefully Panama won't play very well because of the snow, and it will benefit us. It almost seems like, I don't know why, it might be ignorance or something, or I don't know, but it almost seems pointless doing this part of the qualifying campaign with the United States because they're just so good, if you know what I mean. I mean, maybe we might hit some bad run of form and it might make it interesting, I don't know. But it just seems to me like this part of the process isn't needed because it's the United States. I reckon that if this game had a simulation tool, if I simulated it, all of it, I'd go through with barely any problem. That's a good through ball. Very good. I think the snow is making it a lot easier to kind of play these passes off, and off the post there from Michael Bradley. I thought that the United States might be better at playing in the snow, but they've had some problems as well in controlling the ball and stuff like that. So maybe this condition isn't actually favouring us at all. I knew that it would kind of screw over Panama because Panama don't really get to play in snow that often. Well, I don't think so anyway. So yeah, here we go though. Oh, the header was poor. So we are currently drawing 0-0 against Panama here. Let's not have a half like that again. I know it's still good to draw, but I kind of want to just beat my opponents here. This has really been an awful match in terms of quality on the field. An hour gone. Okay, we have hit the post and stuff like that, but it's just been awful in terms of because of the snow, I think. I think it actually is. If it was a sunny day, it might have been a better result for the United States here. We have got literal seconds left and nobody wants to push forward. This is just not good enough. I've got it in attacking and people just don't want to push forward. Come on. Good pass. And that was really poor placement there into the box. All I wanted it to do was go to Altidore, but he didn't want to even put it towards him. And this is going to be a 0-0. Even though we hit the post a couple of times, it's been a really bad game. I would have thought the United States would have done better in conditions like this. You know, because they're kind of more used to it than Panama. But whatever, I guess. Let's just get this game out of the way. It's a starting game. It was awful. If the United States keep performing like this, then they won't qualify. Simple as that. Our second match is away from home against Jamaica. No snow here, so let's see if we can actually finally win a game, even though it's only been one game, but still. Bit concerning from the United States drawing against Panama, but we should be... I mean, we should be beating Jamaica, but they are a decent team on this game and they can hit you hard with their pace, so we've got to be careful of that. Go on. Yes, a goal. We muscled our way through, and Altidore has scored the first goal away from home against Jamaica. 9 minutes it took for USA to get off the ground, and finally we have started our campaign. Doesn't mean that we're going to win, but you know, scoring quite early on. It's just wide from Bradley there. At least we're having lots of attempts now. Obviously, it was the snow that was affecting us. Well, I hope it was. I hope it's not the USA team, you know, kind of going out of form. Through ball. Jose Altidore takes it away. And he puts it well wide of the target there. That was a horrible shot. Should have been 2-0. Altidore. Oh, good save by the Jamaican goalkeeper. We should have had maybe a second goal by now for the amount of chances we've had. Through ball, and here comes Shelton, but the goalkeeper was aware to it. If he didn't come out, then Shelton probably would have gone through and maybe done something. Dempsey crossed the ball in. Good save by the Jamaican goalkeeper. That was good over the top by Jamaica. They go for it. It goes well wide. They haven't had the chances either. It seems like, apart from the goal in the 9th minute, both sides have lacked that quality to get more goals. I'll take a 1-0. I will if it repairs the form a little bit. But yeah, it's just not good enough in terms of quality. And that's going to be it. A 1-0 over Jamaica. Like I said, I'll take it. I'll take it at this point. Let's hope that the other games are better in quality, because I don't want to be squeezing out 1-0s all the time. Here we are then, back at home for a match against Costa Rica. A tough opponent, probably one of the toughest next to Mexico. We've already dealt with Jamaica, which could have been a bit of a banana skin, but now we have to deal with Costa Rica. If we can deal with Costa Rica, then we can pretty much deal with the rest of the sides in the group. Well, apart from Mexico, because Mexico are just a different breed, I guess, just like us. But yeah, let's see what we can do here against Costa Rica. I'm hoping that it's more fun than the last 2 matches. Altidore. Oh, that was a good save by Navas. That almost curled its way in. Through ball, Altidore. Can he do it? I see El Salvador done a good comeback there against the States, and there we go. What am I saying? The United States? I mean Mexico. Why am I? I don't know. I actually don't know, but I scored. I was trying to concentrate on 2 things, and you know, I can't multitask. But anyway, Altidore scores. It was a good goal, to be fair, because we're getting like sort of out-muscled and everything, and Altidore puts it away just before half-time to make it 1-0. Yeah, so El Salvador, great comeback against Mexico so far. So El Salvador could be a dangerous team, but I mean, we'll have to play them either next or the game after. It's half time, and it is 1-0 to the United States over Costa Rica. So if we win this one, then we got a good chance of building on it and qualifying. That's if we beat El Salvador and Mexico. Donovan on the wing, cross that ball in, and there's no header attempted by Altidore there. However, oh, what a save by Navas. That could have been 2, but that was actually a good save that time, because it went straight to Altidore here, chested it down, and yeah, nice one. Oh my god, really? Oh, the quality of football here is just absolutely terrible. I went to pass it to Altidore, and Ching just took it off of him. Like, this is, like, okay, we're winning, but I want to say that we're winning ugly. This is ugly winning. Only 1-0 at the moment. Like, I thought United States would be better than this. Maybe I just was a bit too confident at the start of this gameplay. I knew that Costa Rica would be a difficult team to deal with, but the fact of the matter is that the United States look so sluggish, and they feel really bad to control at the moment. And that's going to be it. Another 1-0. Still a win. We got 6 points. But, well, 7 points actually now. So, yeah, it's just an ugly way of winning, really. That's all I can say. It's just not a very attractive style of football. But we'll take it, I guess. It kind of reminds me of how Burnley used to play, I guess. If you really want me to throw that out there. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, no offense to Burnley. But, I mean, Burnley now are way more exciting than they used to be. Our next match of qualifying is the big one. It's against Mexico. We are at home for this one, and there are no weather effects in this one. There's no rain, there's no snow, it's just overcast. But Mexico have been scoring goals like quite a lot in this qualifying campaign. The United States haven't. So we could lose because we just can't score goals. Bradley on the ball for the United States. Into the middle here. Ching. And that was well wide. The shots have been absolutely poor from the United States. I may seem like I'm being a bit too harsh. Like, most teams by now would get a good groove going. Like, most teams. Apart from the fair few smaller teams or something like that. But the United States are a 4-star team, and they are struggling to get goals. Ching. And it's in! Yes! I didn't expect that to go in because Ochoa just didn't do anything. And Ching has scored to make it 1-0 to the United States. This could be a good win on our hands if we can build on it. That's a good through ball, and Guardado is going through. How am I not catching him up? Good save though. He decided to shoot instead of tap it in. Through ball, and here comes Donovan. Landon Donovan pokes it past Ochoa, and that's 2-0. Finally, we have a game where we scored multiple goals, and Landon Donovan has scored just before half-time to double the advantage for the United States over Mexico. Quite surprising, because Mexico have been very good in this qualifying campaign up to now, and now they're trailing by 2 goals against a team which is struggling in recent games to score goals. We're looking good at half-time. Let's just hold on to this lead now. We don't need to go all out, or do we? If we go all out and maybe beat them by like 4 or 5 goals, if we can, then that might kickstart like sort of the flood of goals that the United States need to get out of this group comfortably. Out the door to Ching. Out to the wing here to Dempsey. A lot of these players get so tired after about 30 minutes of running, and oh, that was a bad miss. It didn't need to go to the back corner there. That was a hell of a cross, by the way, but should have just headed it straight forward. It would have gone in. Through ball, here comes Clint Dempsey. We're looking so lively now. It's just a shame that we couldn't get a bit more goals in this game. Oh, again, another wasted chance, but at least we're going forward multiple times, like I said. Against any other opposition, we should be cooking. One final chance for Mexico, maybe. Crossed in and caught by Howard. That's going to be it once I boot this one away, pretty much. Just hold on to it for a little bit more. Good result from the United States. 2-0. A bit better than the 1-0s we've been getting. And over a really good team as well. And our rivals, Mexico. This could be 2-1 though, because I don't know what happened there. And it's gone wide. Surely that should be game over. And the USA have bested their rivals, Mexico, in this game by 2-0. And hopefully we can build on this again. We got El Salvador next. If we beat them, we have a very strong case of going through. In my favourite stadium, we are playing LQPR this time round. I'll obviously call them that because they literally look like QPR if they didn't have the El Salvador logo and flags everywhere. This should be a win for the United States. El Salvador have only got 1 point from 5 or 4 games. So, yeah, like I said, it should be a win. Through ball, Donovan. Donovan's always so tired. Even at the start of the game, it's only 37 minutes and he's lost a ton of stamina. Whether it's like the altitude or something, I don't know. But, man, get your fitness up. Maybe he was older at this time. Oh, just taken away at the final second that I needed to make a pass, and somehow that's a goal kick. I'm fairly sure they kicked it off, but it's games like this that can be super annoying when, you know, you just come off the back of a really good win against a big nation, your rivals, and then you struggle against a side who are at the bottom of the qualification table. Cross that in. Header. Oh, good save. Oh, that was a mix-up. Unlucky El Salvador. Altidore basically just pushed his way through and scored. And that is 1-0. But that goal was really, really unlucky from El Salvador's point of view. Look, headed it. It was, it's one of those slow replays. But he saved it. And then obviously Altidore just pushed it in using his brute force. So, I mean, if that's the way we're going to come away with a result, fair enough. But again, it's just that thing of not playing good football. Altidore, last 2 minutes of the game. It's crossed in off the top of the bar. Again, that kind of counts as a post hit. But wow, Altidore tried to score from the corner. I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do to try and get a spectacular goal for this gameplay. But again, another 1-0. That's like 3 1-0s in this gameplay, and only a 2-0 and then a draw. Very limited amount of goals. I thought the United States would be better than this, but it is only the halfway point. But again, it's still 3 points, and I'm fairly sure we are top of the group by a considerable amount of points now. Okay then, so we're at the halfway point in our qualification campaign. United States are first and haven't actually lost a game, so that's still pretty good. Costa Rica are second, 3 points behind us. Mexico are 5 points behind us, and Jamaica are 7 points behind us. So, I mean, as long as United States finish in the top 3, we're good. It doesn't have to be top. It can be third, it can be second, but as long as we don't finish fourth. Jamaica are currently in that playoff spot. Panama have only got 3 points, and El Salvador, kind of the whipping boy of the group. Okay then, so we are now back at the start of the gameplay again with the away fixture this time against Panama. So I'm guessing all the fixtures will be in order again, which is a bit annoying. I wouldn't mind some variety. Come on, Donovan. I went for the shot, but it's extraordinary how we haven't actually scored with Donovan yet, or Dempsey, in this video. It's all been Altidore, and they've all been like really not very good goals. It's really a bit concerning. And Tim Howard's goalkeeping there, what was that? It just seems that the United States are just like, yeah, we deserve to qualify anyway, so we're not going to play hard. It's like, well, why not? Oh my god, this is just enough to make you fall asleep, really. I feel dozy playing this. I feel dozy. Like, really just don't want to play this match if it's going to keep panning out like this. The United States just don't seem like the kind of team to be getting into that 5th gear, you know, absolutely dominant. And that's what worries me, even if we do qualify for the World Cup. Oh, here we go. This could be it. Jamaica 2, Mexico 0. That's quite surprising. Yes, we scored against Panama, and that's 1-0. Finally, we made the breakthrough in the 78th minute. It took us that long. And this could be, again, another 1-0, but hey, like I said, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it because we could have been on for another 0-0 against Panama. But yeah, 1-0. United States finally get the goal. Okay, well, we won against Panama, only a 1-0, and we move on to the next game. We only need maybe 1 or 2 more wins to really secure qualification into the World Cup. Here we go then, another match against Jamaica to look forward to. If the United States win this one, then we've pretty much qualified, I think. The only team that are on our tails right now, and it doesn't matter because there's 3 qualifying spaces, is Costa Rica. So they are 3 points behind us. I don't know why it's not showing the group, but yeah, okay, whatever game. Clint Dempsey running through here. Is there a good opportunity for a cross? Cross that in. Altidore, yes! That was a good move by Dempsey, and Altidore puts it away to make it 1-0 over Jamaica. Up to Ching. Ching goes for it. Oh, good save. We're finding it hard to score more than 2 goals a game. We really are. The only time we did it was against Mexico, and I think the only reason that happened was because, you know, they're our rivals. Spill, and yes, as I was just complaining about not scoring more goals, Altidore slide tackles it in to make it 2. Good pass, and here comes Ching. This has to be, right? This has to be. Down to Donovan, and that's 3-0 to the United States, and that is 100% game over. Good result here against Jamaica. And that's 3 points on the board again for the United States. There we go. A good win over Jamaica. Finally, a 3-goal cushion win. And the United States have been slowly improving. At least we're doing it towards the end of the campaign. I think we've already qualified, to be honest with you. We'll check the table in a minute, but I'm fairly sure we have some big results there for El Salvador and Costa Rica. We have 3 games to play, and we have 19 points, 6 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Costa Rica have kept pace with us with an equally impressive record as well. So me and Costa Rica have probably gone through at this stage, I think. Jamaica, Mexico, El Salvador and Panama have still got to fight it out for that 3rd place spot. Mexico have been really struggling in this qualifying campaign. Jamaica are in that spot. El Salvador could pinch it with a couple of good wins. They've only got one. Panama are still without a win in this qualifying campaign. We are away from home against Costa Rica for our next match. Two of the group's finest teams in this one. So it's going to be a tough game for both teams really to score. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ended 0-0. Altidore. Oh, keep that shot down. Oh, good ball to Donovan. Has he got the pace? Has he got the power? But he does have the shot. Nice. And that's 1-0. And thanks to Landon Donovan, he makes it a possible win here for the United States. Maybe 30 minutes to play, but that was good. He finally gets a goal in qualifying, and it's against one of the better teams in the group. So yeah, hopefully we can get Landon Donovan on some good form. 5-0 now. Oh my goodness, Jamaica. What is going on here though with the United States defending? It's a corner to Costa Rica. USA beat Costa Rica by 1-0. It was always going to be settled by either, a draw or just one goal. And Donovan was the man to get it. So, good result. We've 100% qualified to the World Cup now. There's no way anybody below us can stop us. Second to last match of this qualifying campaign. It doesn't matter for us, but it may matter for El Salvador here. I'm not sure where they are in the group. Mexico are winning by 1-0 over Panama. So they are doing what they need to do. El Salvador are defending quite well. I'm not really sure on the situation really in terms of table. I guess Costa Rica are playing Jamaica right now. USA have a corner against El Salvador. Can we capitalize on this chance? Header tipped over the bar. Mexico are now 2-0 up against Panama. I think Panama have been really awful in this World Cup qualifying. I don't think they even have a win yet. Unless I don't know, maybe they have injuries or just, I don't know. They're usually better. Dempsey. Crossed in. And that's in. Altidore has scored the header. And that is 1-0 against El Salvador. I didn't really expect that to go in, to be honest. I thought the cross was a little bit too wide. But no, it was perfect apparently. Donovan. This is a good run. Can he score? Yes, he can. Great shot. Great goal. It's 2-0. Landon Donovan again on the score sheet in the 50th minute to make it 2-0. El Salvador pushing. They go for it. Good save by Tim Howard. Through ball. Corrales. He's going through. This could be a chance for El Salvador. They have taken it. It's 2-1 now. And I don't think they're going to get enough time to get a draw. But still, they got one against us, so give them credit for that. That's going to be it. 2-1 to the United States. I really just want to see what the group stage table is looking like, because Mexico got a result, but Jamaica failed. So it's going to be tight in the last group stage match. Okay then, so the group is looking like this. We have qualified, Costa Rica have qualified, and Mexico and Jamaica will be battling it out for that automatic position in third place. Now, if you finish fourth, you go through to a playoff anyway. So, whoever finishes fourth has a chance. But I'd probably think that Jamaica will probably want to finish third to get automatic. And then Mexico can go through to the playoffs. So that is my objective, to help Jamaica out in this one. No offense to Mexico. I'm fairly sure we tried to do the same thing when I was trying to qualify with Mexico and screw over the United States. It's only because, seeing bigger sides fail in qualifying is just entertaining. It's all very well though, us going hard to beat Mexico. Jamaica need to do their part and actually win their game. So they're either against Panama or El Salvador. I think it's probably against El Salvador. So yeah, let's just go out with a bang and beat our rivals, send them to the playoffs, make it harder for them. Although Mexico could just come here and hand us our first loss and go through automatically alongside with us, which, would be an option. Not an option I'd like, but still. Here comes Ching. He scores, and that is 1-0 already to the United States over Mexico. Ching has scored 7 minutes in, and the Azteca is not going to be liking this. As it stands, Mexico are still third, but if we push down their goal difference enough, it might help Jamaica. Ching, tackled, man. Mexico are really desperate for us not to score more goals. They are really battling hard to stop us. That's a good pass. And it's a goal! Yes! Donovan, 2-0 at the Azteca. Mexico, mudded. And the United States are looking so good right now. And they're feeling really good to play now in this match. The other matches, they were pretty sort of sluggish and stuff like that. It took a while for them to get moving. But this match, for some reason, they just want to turn up against Mexico. Oh, that's a good ball. We've been caught here. Blanco. And he scores. I slid in front of it to try and stop. And Blanco has scored to make it 2-1. They're still losing. But I haven't seen any score update from, well, until now. They're still drawing 0-0. Donovan crosses that in. Diving header and it's in. It's in. Ching has scored. That's 3-1. Come on, Jamaica. You've got literally 18 minutes. Mexico are still losing here and by a bigger margin now. But Jamaica haven't done their job. Are Jamaica bottling their chance to go to a World Cup since 1998? There's a lot of fouls here for Mexico. They're getting super frustrated at the fact that they cannot do anything against the United States. What a bad game to have at the end of the campaign for Mexico. Oh, good save by Ochoa. Ochoa's just insane, isn't he? And Mexico have lost, but we don't know if it's enough for them not to qualify. They might have lucked out by the fact that Jamaica only drew against El Salvador, which is very poor from Jamaica there. It was in Jamaica's hands after this result. Oh my God, Jamaica edged it by 1 point. 1 point. They rescued it by drawing against El Salvador. Wow, that is insane. And the goal difference would have screwed Jamaica over, because if they had lost against El Salvador, they would have had 12 points. But their goal difference would have screwed them over. So we did help them in a way, but they kind of helped themselves by drawing against El Salvador. So that's your final table. I bet we get Group G. I bet we do. Oh, Japan got it. Nice. Okay, we're in Group H alongside Holland and Norway. That's not that bad. Not that bad. You know, we got a big team there and a team that's sort of like us as well. So here come the other ones then. Chile going to Group A. Group B will have Congo. Group C will have Venezuela. Group D will have Egypt. Group E, Nigeria. Group F, Guinea. Group G, Ecuador. And Gabon will go into Group H alongside Norway and Holland and the United States. Alright then guys, so that was your second part of your United States World Cup qualifying in the 2010 game. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. You know, sometimes with bigger nations it is kind of a bit easy to qualify, but in times I thought that United States didn't really live up to their potential, but we made it anyway, and this is where it matters at the World Cup. So if you did enjoy this one, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.